now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Randy Orton is embarrassed by WWE, the real reason WWE picked Joe Hendry for WrestleMania, the cancelled WrestleMania match card is leaked, Booker T addresses the sleeping allegation, will Charlotte Flair stiff with Tiffany, John Cena set for another PLE, the WrestleMania roast was a total disaster, a WWE Star Injured, and much more. Now first we looks at Randy Orton is embarrassed by WWE. The top of today's news is a viral video of WWE legend Randy Orton who's taken issue with WWE and TKO's pricing model for tickets to major events. Now it's no secret that ticket prices have surged significantly since TKO took over WWE. Now Orton has called out the company for this revenue-focused action. In the viral clip, Orton is stunned when a fan reveals how much they really paid for their WrestleMania ticket. Orton even goes as far as saying that it's embarrassing. Now, this is a truly horrible look for WWE and TKO, and if a multi-millionaire is calling them out on their pricing model, then there's clearly an issue. WWE's horrendous PR week is continuing as within the past 24 hours, The Rock delivered a total train crash of an interview with Pat McAfee, and now Orton is calling them out for their ticket prices. Something really needs to change with WWE's ticket prices. Next up, the real reason WWE picked Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry made his WrestleMania debut this past weekend, and now a new report has surfaced relates to who was responsible for selecting Hendry for the prestigious role. According to the reliable Corey Hayes over on X, the decision was made by the aforementioned Randy Orton. Hayes reported that Orton handpicked Hendry as he was a fan of his work. I was informed that multiple names were pitched for Randy Orton's open challenge at WrestleMania, but Orton had handpicked Joe Hendry as he's a fan of Hendry and his work. Now, this is a huge nod of approval from Orton, and it seems incredibly likely that Hendry becomes a full-time WWE talent once his TNA contract expires. Next up, the real reason Lex Luger missed WrestleMania. A WWE Hall of Famer Lex Luger was mysteriously absent from WrestleMania 41. WWE did their traditional spot where their new inductees get their moment on the stage, and whether Luger was absent, he wasn't even mentioned. According to PW Insider Elite, the reason Luger missed WrestleMania was because the Hall of Fame took a toll on him physically. We received a lot of emails asking why Lex Luger didn't appear during the 2025 Hall of Fame recognition ceremony at WrestleMania 41 Night 1. The story making the rounds is that the Hall of Fame ceremony the night before, which ran long, was a lot for Luger physically, so we informed WWE he needed rest and wouldn't make the show. Now additionally, Luger himself would then appear on the Ariel Helwani podcast, and Luger confirmed the report was factually correct. It's wild how that stuff catches fire. When all that happened the next day on Saturday, I could hardly get out of bed. I called the guys and they were cool about it. They said, look, we'd love to have you down there. Let's see how you feel later in the day. But it was obvious by later in the afternoon that I wasn't going to be able to get out there. Now, one other rumor that was making the round was that Lex Luger ditched WrestleMania 41 Night 1 for WrestleCon, as they were offering more money. But that simply is not the case. Now, hopefully Luger is doing okay and now is able to get some rest following a hectic weekend. Next up, a new WrestleMania location reveal. Now, Orlando is set to make a bid for WrestleMania in 2031. Well, the news was officially announced by the Sports Business Journal, who stated that the Orange County Commissioners approved millions for Orlando to bid for a future WrestleMania. Orange County Commissioners on Tuesday approved millions related to Orlando's bid to host the Jaguars in 2027 and lure WWE and UFC events, according to Ryan Lynch of Orlando Business Journal. The commission voted to distribute $29.46 million in tourist development tax sports incentive funds related to 5 requests. The biggest items were $18 million for the Greater Orlando Sports Commission to draw 4 future events from the WWE and UFC, including WrestleMania in 2031. The city's bidding for WrestleMania events 6 years in advance is kind of crazy, and it goes to show the value of the WrestleMania brand. Next up, SummerSlam match Teased. And WrestleMania is now in the rear view, and WWE are looking towards SummerSlam 2025. One WWE talent is already trying to get on the Night 2 card as Chelsea Green has directly called out Nikki Bella. During WrestleMania weekend, the current Women's US Champion called out Bella for a match at SummerSlam. Interestingly, Bella also recently name-dropped Green for a potential match. Now, there was a lot of disappointment from fans that Green was left off the WrestleMania card, with Green being the first and current Women's US Champion knowing the title should have been showcased in some capacity on the grand stage. It was reported last week that the various pitches were made for Green, including hosting the major event, but all of those were ultimately rejected, which is a huge shame. Next up, WWE leaks the cancelled WrestleMania match card. And just a matter of seconds into the trailer for the new Netflix series WWE Unreal, Triple H is seen in the boardroom discussing the planned matches for WrestleMania 41. Interestingly, in the shot is a whiteboard which features the original planned matches for the biggest show of the year. And on the board itself, matches include the likes of WWE Championship Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Championship match of CM Punk or Seth Rollins versus Gunther, the Women's World Championship match of Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair, WWE Women's Championship Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax, Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, the Wyatt Six versus the Judgment Day, a women's tag match of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch versus Io Sky and Asuka, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre, and Rey Mysterio with Travis Scott versus Chad Gable. And some of these matches are vastly different to what we ended up getting last weekend. Matches such as Flair and Lynch teaming together and Cargill versus Jax seems incredibly random and sporadic. And there is speculation related to when exactly the clip is from. Fans are of the belief that these are plans from early January, just before the Royal Rumble. This theory predominantly comes from the fact that the men's Rumble winner Jey Uso isn't even on the card. A women's Rumble winner, that being Flair, is competing for the tag titles. It also indicates that Jey Uso really wasn't in their long-term plans of being World Heavyweight Champion. Next up, Booker T addresses the sleeping allegations. One of the most viral moments of the weekend was a clip of Booker T sleeping at the Hall of Fame. The footage was hilarious, and now Booker has outright claimed that he wasn't in fact sleeping. On last night's NXT broadcast, Vic Joseph poked fun at Booker for sleeping in the event, and Booker would outright claim that he was praying. Joseph would then fire back at Booker's claims by asking, "How was your WrestleMania weekend once you woke up?" Next up, the scrap WrestleMania entrance revealed. WWE legend Rey Mysterio was pulled from WrestleMania 41 due to an injury, and now it's surfaced that WWE had grand plans for Mysterio's entrance on the grand stage. PW Insider Elite are reporting that Mysterio was originally scheduled to make a nostalgic entrance, complete with his iconic leap from the stage platform. This would have been incredible. Hopefully WWE are able to reuse the special entrance if Mysterio wrestles at next year's event. Next up was Charlotte Flair stiff with Tiffany Stratton. Now it's not Tiffy time, it's Stiffy time. As most of the focus when it came to the Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair match from WrestleMania was the stiffness on display. Both women were laying it in, and it was apparent that there was a genuine tension between the two talented women. Now, according to PW Insider Elite, backstage sources claim that Flair was really laying it in during the match. Stratton was noticeably banged up following the match. It even looked like she had chipped her tooth. Next up, John Cena set for another WWE PLE. WWE released the first official promotional poster for Money in the Bank yesterday, and the poster features the typical names such as Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, but it also features WWE Champion John Cena. In the aftermath of the poster surfacing online, WWE have confirmed that the 2025 Money in the Bank event, which is set to emanate from the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, will feature Cena on the show. Have been calls to see WWE run back Cena versus Punk on the show, and with both names advertised, it seems like a distinct possibility. Money in the Bank has been positioned as one of the biggest PLEs of the year in recent years, and some even unofficially label it as part of the new WWE Big Five, joining the Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and of course, WrestleMania. Next up, the WrestleMania Roast was a disaster. And as everyone expected, WWE's WrestleMania Roast was said to be a total disaster. Now stories are surfacing from talent who basically aired their personal grievances at the event. According to numerous fans in attendance, Nia Jax went in on Charlotte Flair and Cody Rhodes. It stated that Jax attacked Flair for not being liked and having multiple ex-husbands. But when it comes to Rhodes, Jax stated that Rhodes was fake, and she questioned his genuineness. This is a terrible look for Jax, and fans are speculating that Jax may already have some backstage heat, and this was her lashing out. Jax was mysteriously left off the WrestleMania card despite having an extended run with the women's title months prior and being presented as one of the top stars in the division. Publicly bashing two of the biggest WWE names in this manner won't exactly help her position in the company, and we'll keep you posted if any backlash surfaces from our harsh comments. The roast officially went off the rails when a joke was made by Tony Hinchcliffe about Logan Paul and his infamous Forest video. The joke didn't go down well, and it was even interrupted by Triple H, who basically brought the show to a close. I mean, what the hell were WWE thinking? Finally, the WWE Star Injured. Our final story today takes a look at the latest injury news, as it's been reported that new Bloodline member Tama Tonga is injured. The news related to Tonga was revealed by Body Slam, who stated that the injury is so severe that Tonga may require surgery. Another WWE superstar is said to be out of action due to an injury. Bodyslam.net and PWN's Cody Rhodes has confirmed that WWE superstar Tama Tonga is set to miss some time due to injury that appears could require surgery. Currently, there's no timetable for Tama Tonga's return. It's believed that LA Knight's attack on last Friday on SmackDown was a way to write Tama off television while he deals with an undisclosed injury. Fans on social media today are now discussing if the new Bloodline is finished. Jacob Fatu is firmly established as a single star, having won the US title at Mania, and as for Solo Sikoa, WWE have evidently given up any hope of him being a main event level attraction. All that being said, we extend our well wishes to Tonga and wish him a fast and full recovery.